Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, March the 19th of 2019. So tomorrow it's looking like we're going to get back to work on the chicken coop. So I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees tomorrow here at the homestead. So I just talked with Greg a little while ago and we're going to get to work on that. Okay, so let's jump into the video here, guys. I got beat up yesterday on yesterday's video, and I can take it. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm just like, wow. What amazes me, and truly amazes me, guys, I mean, and people protecting the rich, okay? It's absolutely amazing to me, because realistically, what I said, okay, let's kind of go over it real quickly again. I said a 10% flat tax, flat tax on everybody up to a certain amount. Because then, of course, a lot of people are like, we shouldn't pay taxes at all. Well, you know what? You're not going to get away from taxes. I mean, taxes are going to be there no matter what. So if you made it, we want to make it fair. You know, if you make $1 billion, you know, you have to pay a 10% tax on that. If you make $100,000, you pay a 10% tax on that. I mean, that's fair. You know, you want to make more, work harder. Okay. So then, when I had suggested that, like, say, a level of 10 billion, that it should be taxed at a higher level past that point, that's where I was attacked by a lot of people, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I heard everything from I am a liberal to I'm supporting, I must be a Bernie and a Costa-Ortiz supporter, and I'm just like, holy crap. Okay, so here's what I kind of surmised from yesterday's video. All right, and we're gonna equate this to something else. So many people are used to protecting their abuser, okay, and who abuses the average citizen? Okay, the big business, huge businesses, and the rich. So you're going to defend them to the 9th degree because, you know, you've been programmed to do so. So that's what people do. They will continue to protect their abuser. So this is the same type of situation where you have a husband and wife, and the husband beats the crap out of his wife. And the cops will go, you know, Mrs. Johnson, you really, now, I mean, they've changed it now where they just arrest somebody if there's signs of domestic violence, but we're talking back in the day. Mrs. Johnson, you really should press charges. Oh, no, I'm not going to press charges. And they'll make every excuse in the world from, well, you know, it's my fault to, you know, I fell down the stairs, you know, it's not his fault. And when the family talks to the person and says, why do you stay? Well, I love him and he really loves me. Somebody that beats the crap out of you doesn't love you, okay? It's a control thing. And it's the same thing with big business, guys. And it amazes me, like, from yesterday's video, that people just did not, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of talk about big business. It was more of just basically a bunch of people protecting rich people, which, I mean, again, realistically, how much is enough? How much do you have to have? I mean, when you are ultimately super rich, they just want to get richer. Now, like, one of the exceptions to that rule, who's not the richest man in the world anymore, is Bill Gates. Now, I know Bill Gates is behind some nefarious stuff, but he does a tremendous amount of philanthropy, which that part of it I do respect. Because basically he's like, how much is enough? I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, you know, like, I don't even know what he's actually worth, 70, 80 billion dollars. I mean, how much do you need, realistically? So he does give a lot back, and that I do respect. But, you know, realistically, I mean, how much do you need? I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, you know, it's like, I completely was floored by the response from yesterday's video. I really, truly was. You know, and it's like, here's the thing with me. All right, I'm a free thinker. I think for myself, so I don't just listen to the mantra of this party or that party and follow the line and toe the line right down the line with what they say, because I think for myself. So some of my views are left-leaning, some of my views are right-leaning. I'm more centered, I guess, is the right word. I mean, I'm an independent thinker. I don't go by one party or the other party. Well, Look who I have down here at my feet. It's Miss Molly. Hello, Miss Molly. She's purring away. So anyway, yeah, I was kind of taken back by the responses from yesterday's video. And you know what? And that's fine, guys. I mean, everybody has the right, you know, to think what they wish, and I don't begrudge anybody that right. I really, truly don't. But I was absolutely amazed that the people, you know, basically protecting their abuser, who are the rich people, who are the big businesses that continuously screw us left, right, and center. You know, taxes we're not going to get away from. I mean, realistically, if you stop paying your property tax, you know, because it's like, you know, you can pay it or you don't have to pay it. Well, if you don't pay it, they're going to come and they're going to take your property. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, it's like, so if you want to keep your property, you have to play the game. And it's basically what it is. It's a game, you know. And I'm not one for, you know, giving all the rich people's money to the poor. I was not saying that at all. But what I was saying is that we need to take care of our veterans. We need to take care of our old people that have worked in this system forever and ever and ever and put their hard blood and sweat into it, you know. I'm sorry if that's, you know, if that's wrong thinking, that we should take care of the people that helped get us where we are. Absolutely amazing to me. You know, welfare systems that we have in place, I know that they've changed things now, that there's a cap limit on how long you can be on welfare. I have no problem with helping somebody in need to help them put themselves in a better situation. I think, like, I believe New York has like 5 years now. You can only be on welfare for like 5 years, I believe. So don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But I know they're going away from the lifelong, you know, everybody being on welfare forever and a day. So, but the thing is, get yourself established, get a job, you know, they do all kinds of training. You know, that's what should be focusing on, is helping people to better themselves. And, you know, it is amazing to me, you know, like I said, it's like Ike and Tina Turner, right? I mean, he beat the crap out of her, you know, and it would be like her saying, "Come on, Ike, that didn't hurt that much, hit me again," you know? I mean, oh my God, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. The people that wanted to just defend the rich, who could care less about you. Unbelievable. So they, you know, they should, you know, like I said, okay, a flat tax. Let's do a flat tax then, you know. That way they would have to pay their own share, but that'll never happen because we have a bunch of millionaires in Congress. I mean, you know, and here's the best part. People keep electing the same people over and over and over again and expecting things to change, and they never change. And then when they think, okay, well, listen, we're going to go from this party to this party and get this person in, it's the same thing, guys. They're the same thing. Republican, Democrat, it's the same exact thing. So I'm ranting today. That's what I'm going to do, and that's my prerogative. It's my channel. And I love it when people say to me, isn't this a prepping channel? It's whatever I want it to be because it's my channel. And yeah, I primarily want to focus on prepping and living off grid. You know, wintertime, what am I going to realistically do outside in the winter here in New York? I mean, you know, you guys have seen the snow that I've had up here. So I talk about whatever current events and stuff like that. And as the weather gets better here, we're going to be back into working again, and you'll be seeing progress. And then it'll be more focused on that. And then people won't be happy with that either. So realistically, you know, again, my channel, my prerogative. I can do or say whatever I want to say on my channel, and you have the option to watch or not watch. Which I do like the fact that obviously so many people watch my channel. Obviously I like that. So I'm reaching a good number of people, but some of the comments from yesterday, I was just like, wow. And that's okay. Like I said, I got broad shoulders. I can take it. But it really surprised me, the number of people that were defending the rich. I just, you know, should they not pay their own fair share? Should all of us smaller people continue to pay and pay and pay? I don't know. I think it should be more fair. And so, you know, maybe not, you know, a cap on they can make so much at this level. Just straight 10% then. That's fair. 10% for everybody. You pay 10% of your taxes for whatever, because again, you know, people say, well, just pay no taxes. Well, then nothing gets done. And, you know, and do they lie and cheat and steal money and line the pockets of their rich friends continuously? Yes, and we continue to allow it. Why? Because somehow, magically in our brains, we think that, okay, if we vote for this party this time, things are going to be different. And guess what, guys? They never are. They never are. I realized that a long, long time ago. So, you know, like I said, I choose not to partake in politics because it's a scam. It's a shell game. What cup is the pea under? You know, I mean, I'm going to shuffle them around and you try to figure it out. You know, it's like, again, and I love it when people say, well, because you don't vote, you don't get to say anything. Sure I do. I got an opinion. I just, you know, I realize that my vote means nothing. Because the people that they're putting up there for our choices are all crap all the time. I mean, look at the election. I mean, look at what the choices that we had. I mean, Hillary Clinton was the biggest scumbag I think I've ever seen in my life, and I couldn't believe how the people just worshipped her and thought she was the best thing going. I mean, I looked at her realistically. I also looked at Donald Trump realistically, okay? So, you know, it's like, in my opinion, the lesser of two evils, if you will, was Donald Trump. But when you have a country of 330 million people, those are the best two options that you can come up with? I mean, come on, guys, you know? And again, the two-party system are two wings of the same bird, two sides of the same coin. I mean, I don't know how many different ways that I can say it. The ultimate thing that they are trying to do at the end of the day is take your money, keep you a slave, because that's what we all are. We are slaves to the system. And if you don't play the game, then you're out on the street and you're homeless. I mean, that's the reality of it, guys. I mean, wake up. I mean, wake up and realize what's going on. We are all slaves. We're all slaves, you know, and what can you do about it? Unless there's some kind of revolution that happens and people say, I'm not doing it anymore. But you know what? As long as they have their Xbox and can play Call of Duty and, you know, drink their beer and take their drugs and, you know, take your antidepressants because life is so freaking hard, you know, and just sit in your little fog and pretend in your bubble that everything is beautiful, nobody's going to do a thing. Nobody's going to do a thing. So, you know, it's like, it's choices that we make, you know, wanting to impress people and keep up with the Joneses and you know, you got to have the best of this and the best of that because you think that people care. Man, I could care less. You know, it's like I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, I don't care if I won like the Mega Millions, or not Mega, the Powerball. Right now it's $550 million, okay? I said, I don't care if I won the $550 million. I mean, you're only going to end up with a little over $200 million on that deal, but after all the taxes, of course. But if I won that much money, guess what? I'm still going to be a jeans and t-shirt kind of guy. All of a sudden, I'm not going to be driving around in a Ferrari because, you know, I can afford to buy one. I wouldn't do it because that's just not me. You know, would I have a decent truck? Sure, I'd have a decent truck. And, you know, I might add a motorcycle or two. But, you know, other than that, it's like, you know, I don't need to live high in the hog. I don't need some great big huge mansion to try to impress who? I don't care what people think. You know, when people give me crap about my place here and say I live in a shack and blah, 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 well, guess what? That shack is paid for, okay? And it's comfortable. It's my home. I don't owe nobody anything for that. So how many people can say that, you know, when you have your 20 and 30-year mortgages? All right, I am ranting away now, so let me get off of this horse that I'm on. But yeah, I just, yesterday was amazing to me, and the replies and the responses were absolutely amazing as well. So, and as far as Ocasio-Cortez or whatever, however you say her name, I think she's an idiot, to be honest with you, along with most politicians, and they are not looking out for your best interests. Just remember that. I don't care who you got in office. They are not looking out for you. They don't care about you. You are nothing to them. You are stuff that they scrape off the bottom of their shoe. And as soon as we all realize that, then we're going to be in a better place. You know, it is amazing. It is amazing. Once you free your mind up and you look at things from a realistic perspective, you know, it's very freeing. It really, truly is. It really, really is. So, anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. You know, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, so we never know what's going to happen. And remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else can stop you. They really, really can't. So stay away from that negativity. Stay positive, and you'll be fine. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a good week. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.